talk about presidential politics.
It's good to be here and talk about the campaign. We've got barely 2 months left before the election.
Yes, we do. We're going to talk about that guy out in Missouri in our next half hour.
That's a story worth covering.
But let's talk about the presidential race. First of all, Representative Paul Ryan added to the ticket for Romney. A good thing, going to help him or hurt him?
I think it's the best phrase is it's a mixed blessing. On one hand, it's going to mobilize the Republican base in a way that they really needed. Romney was not really motivating the conservative Republicans. On the other hand, he's a prime target for Democrats. They're going to be beating up on him over Medicare especially. And as I say, in terms of the polls so far, it's a mixed blessing. Some gains, some losses. The bottom line is, though, for vice presidents, in the big picture is they don't make much difference.
Yeah, as long as they stay, kind of in the background a little bit.
That's right. I'm assuming there's no big gaffes or things of that nature.
Seems like Joe Biden every now and then is, saying something
Joe's
like, what did he say?
Joe kind of shoots from the cuff, and on occasion has been a bit of an embarrassment. But on the other hand, he's the kind of guy, if you had to pick somebody you want to have a beer with, it'd be Joe Biden probably.
Yeah,
he's that kind of personality.
Like a nice guy.
Yeah.
Now, what about Romney in Michigan? Could Mitt Romney possibly win the state of Michigan?
Possibly, but it's a long shot. I mean, it's a home state, and there's a certain advantage there.
Yeah.
But I think if you look at the polls right now, Obama's got a decent lead. Not as good as it was 4 years ago, and it's going to be probably a lot tighter. But all things considered, probably you'd call it a long shot for Romney winning Michigan this year.
If you look at some of the analysis, Paul, it seems to indicate that Romney's not doing well with women, that Obama has most women are going to go his way.
That's true. That's been true for many years for Democrats in general. Democrats have done fairly well among female voters.
I wonder why that is.
Well, I think in large part is because on some social issues especially, the Democrats tend to be on what are seen as a more pro-female vote. And for a few other reasons, there's been kind of a 10-point gap between male voters and female voters among Republicans and Democrats for almost 30 years, since the early Reagan years.
Well, we'll have to see. Certainly women are a big part of the electorate.
They will be, and it looks like the gap is growing a bit this year, at least for the moment. Yeah.